Hi, welcome to Frostpunk, and this one I'm going to be doing the ARCs scenario. So in this scenario I'm doing survivor mode, which is the hardest mode you can do. Out of everything, I think I've got ARCs sort of nailed in more than the others. I'm not really sure, like a new home is a long scenario. I don't have time to sit down and micromanage everything right now, but ARCs I can bang out in about 4 hours. Um, so I've got to keep these seedling arcs safe. I've got to pick up the factory plans, and I need everyone working almost immediately. So I'm just going to ignore all stuff until it comes on screen, like that's going on. I need these guys to start working immediately. This sort of game, it's not even... It starts immediately. As soon as you start playing, like, the difficulty level starts right there and then. Right, they're all working. I see, yes, okay. So what I really need here is... I'm going to have them go on 24 hour. I'm not going to turn on the generator because I need to save coal. There's no point because it's 20 degrees and only until night when we need to turn it on, otherwise you suffer a lot of deaths. So I gotta wait until after about 7, 8 o'clock, probably 8 o'clock, I'll turn on the generator and then have it go through the night and then turn it off the next day to save coal. Rather than have it constantly on. It's just, oh god, yeah. I gotta get working on technology because that's what did me in last time. Right, let's pull these guys off wood. 10 guys to the build. Start building that. I should have had them ready. Going to build, but they should have been building already, because the sooner we get the technology started, the better. Last time what I did was a resource grab where I put 2 resource posts, the steel and the wood, on 24-hour shift, which was good for resources, and then I very quickly fell behind on technology, and the reason for that was these guys should be researching as soon as possible. Every second counts, so the fact that I have to wait for these guys to trundle over here really upsets me. I should have been on top of that from the start. So that's minutes going past that could have been built, minutes that could have been researched. Everything depends on these guys getting in, and oh my god, am I such an idiot? I gotta start again. Ah, am I such an idiot? Yes, I am. Alright, I double clicked it and that just cancels the build, which I really hate. Everything starts immediately. You mess up and it's, yeah, that's even done before I even start. Scenario Arcs Survivor Mode. Survive against all odds. There are no active pause. No, I know that. Game won't be saved on exit only, which means that you can't go back and say, hey, I've got that bit wrong, let's load up. Nope, doesn't happen. If you don't get it right, then you can't. That's why I quit, basically, because everything begins in the first few days. If you set yourself up correctly, then a bit later on you can have a little bit more of a pause where you can lay back and think, what do I want to do? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? It opens up your choices. If not, you're chasing your tail for the rest of the game. You're basically saying, well, I messed up at the very start, I don't have enough resources. Now I've got to research hard into resources. I've got to send these guys to emergency shift, and you've got to try and work to a place where you were before. Right, okay, let's immediately go into emergency shift. That's fine. These guys are going into there. Let's put that on these guys. And you could just say, like, right now, why not start with wood? But steel is what I need for once I research the beacon, which is also critical. That should be your first research, is definitely the beacon. Right. How much is it? I think it's 15 and 5. Yep, there it is. So it's waiting for another 5 wood, and then I'll pull these guys out of here. And they can be ready to build. those guys ready. 14, 15, come on. There it is. Yes, we're going to lose resources when we start to build, but that's fine. I want these guys to be here, because when I eventually build my steam hub, it's going to be keeping these guys warm. Similarly, you want to start building, like, at least with this one you can put houses around the edge. It's not too much of an issue. You can have houses all the way around here. But don't start building them until they specifically say, we haven't got any houses. That's when you want them there, because you can fulfill their promise easy peasy and pacify a lot of people with an easy one straight off the bat. Right, what are we doing? Seedling arcs, yeah. So I suppose the biggest thing about this one is you got your seedling arcs, and you can actually be quite flexible with the heat. You can turn off, once you research heaters, you can turn off the heat in each of these sections, so you can just basically keep them going without heat going in there, and it will eventually, like, there'll be a little spiral that will go down instead of up, like this one's doing with the building, and eventually it will go down and they'll freeze and you'll lose the building and people will be upset. But you can be fairly right. There's the beacon, and if I just look for the beacon, it's 2035, so I need 35 steel. So these guys work until 6, so we're gonna 24-hour them, and we're also gonna 24-hour these guys. Now you see discontent shoots all the way up when I do that. I can only do that maybe twice, so I'm gonna do that again for these guys as soon as they're coming towards the end of their shift. So about 6 o'clock I'll do that, and they can collect through the night then for me. You could say, oh, you've got plenty of steel, you don't need any more steel. Well, I will need steel in the future. These guys needed to go back on wood, and I didn't put them on wood, which was silly. What I could do right now is build another research outpost. That's something that I haven't tried. Let's take these guys off wood. Alright, you guys come off wood and build another research outpost. That's something usually I do a little later on, but I'm doing that now. They've got enough steel. These guys on the wood will have to go into 24-hour. Because then we'll need wood. Priority shift. Okay. Alright. So I'm just looking at the time in the top, just above, just by the temperature gauge to the left. It's just going over. And we're going to put them on 24-hour shift. They're not going to be happy about that. Someone's probably going to die. But that's fine, because I need that. So at 6 o'clock, I'm going to give it another 2 hours, and then we're going to turn on the generator. In the meantime, these guys are going to finish building and start building houses, and sooner or later I'll get no roofs over our heads. We want houses, which is why they're working. Yep. I'll provide some shelter. Didn't even need to read it. I knew that one off by heart. Alright, so these guys are working hard for me on wood. Once these guys are in, that's going to be built, and that's going to be fine. Oh, temperature's off, of course. Yes, I need to turn on temperature now, because we're coming up to 8 o'clock, and I need that temperature to be up. If the temperature's off in the night, you will have deaths. The other thing I need to build right now is a medical tent. Because, and I'm going to put it close to the generator so that it can always stay within the heat range here and the heat ring, so that these guys can keep getting their heat, which is good. Right, so 10 guys on break. These guys are working, that's fine. those guys will go there later on. Right, so the next thing I should do after I get the laws back is sign in the extended shift for the extra couple of hours work, so it's 14 hours of shift time. But I also need soup, I need radical treatment. For this one I'm doing corpse disposal because then I get organ transplant, which basically, when you get into this and a lot further along in the gameplay, you'll get to a point where if you can build an infirmary, you can basically treat your patients daily, and they heal so fast that right, put those guys in there because they're not doing anything right now. Yeah, they'll heal so fast that they'll not really be a problem about it. And it's basically, you want to just keep researching at that point. You don't really need people to work so much, because this is going to be a very automated city. There's going to be a lot of people working, so there's going to be a lot of automations working, sorry, and you'll need resources to build automations, which means that if you plan your city well enough, you can keep everyone pretty much within the inner ring or in the heat zone areas. So as soon as you have people, see, I just took someone out of there, and that's 100%. He's got about a day. If I put someone else in, it's still 100%, so that's fine. Eventually it'll get to like 200 and all that. As soon as you start putting the laws and all of that sort of thing in place. Alright, so where are we at? These guys. Okay. New law in the city. I could do soup right now. They'll need food soon and sustenance. So I could do soup, but I will do radical treatment rather than sustain life, because that will heal people a little bit faster. It does mean that in critical cases with frostbite they'll get amputated, but I'd rather see them like patched up and pushed back out to work again rather than not. Right, the beacon is done. Can we build it? No, we can't. 35, damn it. Right, these guys are not ready, so let's take you off and put you on there. Take my automation to do one more, and that should bring me up to 35. There it is, and we can immediately make the beacon. I'm going to put it behind here because it's not really needed anywhere. I'm going to take that guy off and put him back on coal. He's going to build that before he goes back to his coal, which kind of would be bad because my coal level is quite low, but we're about to turn off the heat because it's nearly daytime. So right, these guys are done. Yes, we need to get going on the next bit. Resources, we need the wall drill is the next one, but we also need heat, and we need to upgrade, but we'll put on the heaters first. Since these guys are still working, that's fine. Let's put some guys in there for when they're ready to start, and you can just go in there. Oh no, he's going to treatment. Okay, take him off. This is nearly done. We got 4 guys in treatment. As soon as we're ready and everyone's in good stead and everyone's ready to go, and the beacon gets built, what we're gonna do is send the ill people, all 4 and 1 healthy guy, off away from the city, so that frees up our med bays, lets them come out of there, and they can do whatever they need to do. So that's easier for me. Next thing's gonna start to happen is people are gonna get hungry, and I need to build my cookhouse as soon as possible so people get fed. Also need to build tents, and right, we are at 7 o'clock. Turning off the generator. We need to turn it back on, and then it will have to stay on after day 3, because you see that little temperature going down in the top right. So as soon as that happens, I need the generator to stay on permanently. Right, beacon built. We are no longer blind. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And no, actually, I need these guys to carry on bringing me wood. Storm on the horizon. I see. Let's take that out. We need another 2. There it is. Take one guy off, and off we go. Straight off. So there go our sick. They're still sick, but they're flying away. There's no patience. So those guys can come out of there, because there's actually nothing wrong. That guy can go back in there, and we're good to go again, and these guys can be topped up. So everyone's back to working. My sick are flying away. They're still sick. They're still flying away. But they're not actually in the little area. Oh, there goes my wood crates. Okay. Next wood crate. Oh no, I need steel now, don't I? I need steel. Why do you need steel, you say? I need to build collection areas. I need to build one here for these 2 coals so that I can have one automation building up, picking off these 2 coals immediately, and I need one here for all these 3 resources. So that's why I'm sending them to this one so that they can pick for this one now. Gathering posts are useful for lower temperature, and I need 10 steel, so when I get 10 I'm going to build one down there for the coal and one up the top for all of this sort of stuff. And we've done heaters, haven't we? Yes, we have. That's going to be the next one. And then we need to have 50 wood as well for the next one. So, it's all going on. Right, generator's off, so now we're stacking up coal again, which is good, because we're going to need it, because next day the temperature's going to go down, and we need to be ready for that. So, in total, for this scenario, you only have 25 days. It says, key objective, 25 days, find the factory plans, and then you've got to build the factory, then you've got to automate the city, so you've got one automation doing steel, one doing coal, one doing wood, and one doing food. I think that's everything. And then after that, you've got a few... Alright, these guys are getting sick again. Guys in there, okay. Oh yeah, the automation needs the generator to be on in order to refuel. I forgot about that. That's stupid. Alright. I need these guys out of here now. I'm building the gathering post. So you can see I can just about fit it in all those 3 areas there. Let's go across there, into there, yeah, and have that one starting to build. That one as well. Right, these guys can come now out of there. Put 5 more in there. 2 in there, and we also need... we need a cookhouse because people are getting hungry, which means we need to start serving food as soon as possible. There it is. Right, we're out of wood. So the only problem with this now means that we can't get the research going, which is what I wanted to be doing. I wanted to be researching the next level by now, and I'm not, which is unfortunate, but automation is refueling. That was a bad time because now I can't turn off the generator because he needs to refuel when he goes back to work. I'm only gonna lose... yeah, I can't turn it off now because it's coming up to 7 o'clock, and then that's gonna go all the way through the night, and then the next day it needs to be on, so now it has to stay on, which is bad. On the plus side, I'm gonna get the gathering posts up. Let's put these guys on. Right, okay, next area, just sped up the time a bit. Right, we don't need to do... oh my god, we don't have any houses for anyone yet either. They didn't ask for houses. Okay, soup, food. Oh my god, it's just... I have not seen this sort of a playthrough in a while. Okay. Where are all these people? There we are. Got 16-hour shift up either, but we need that soup. Alright, you can come off there and into there, getting us more coal, which is going to be crucial in the days to come. My scout's about to make it to the next area. Or the first area. Steel and a steam core and broken automation. And we need to get that automation to the city because as soon as the second automation arrives, I can start doing things a bit quicker. Alright, what if we put this guy on? It's gonna really hurt me. It's gonna really hurt me. Look at that. All those people, they're really upset. They can't get anything done. But we need to get those tents in place, which means we need wood, and there's just not any available. We need the coal to be starting, and we just can't. So it's gonna be real bad. Real bad. Place. People will start eating raw food if I'm not careful as well, and I'll lose... people get sick from that. I'll lose a lot of food and resources. I need to build the cookhouse next.
It's getting colder.
There was a provide shelter and I haven't been doing it. He died. Someone on a 24-hour shift. Sorry, dude. You must make sacrifices in order to survive. They're not gonna like that, but people have to take care of it themselves because it's not time for a law yet. As you can see, it's not quite time. So, oh, we must hold out for a couple of days. I've got to pacify everyone now in the time. Oh, I'm just falling really far behind on this one. I went for technology too soon. I went for double technology, and that really bit me in the backside. So now I'm playing catch up. As soon as I get this one complete, though, that's going to pacify people enough to bring it back down. And I need to also start feeding them immediately. It's 20. Yep, there it is. Hope goes up. That comes down. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There it is. Put cookhouse there. Those guys can start to get on it, and I need to start building more houses again. Plus that we need wood, and they're not gonna like me because I need to do corpse disposal. But first, I need to feed everyone. I'm gonna not create a law immediately. People are eating raw food. Damn it. Send it to the city. Yes, okay. Stop eating raw food. People are... Instead, have soup. Start creating soup. Yeah. Guys making soup, that's good, that's good. They're working hard, they're all working hard, so that's good. Next temperature drop, that's when the seedling arcs start to take a hit, so I need the heaters then. Maybe I shouldn't have done heaters as soon as I did. It was kind of maybe a bit too soon. Right, those guys are done with that, so they can come out of there and start filing into there. Treatment. Yep. Discontent. Hope rises. Everyone's pacified for now.
End of shift.
Oh God's sake.
Rest all who can.
Right, now they're gonna be upset because I'm gonna go corpse disposal. But that's really useful for what's gonna come next. Basically what I'm going to do next for the corpse disposal is organ transplant, which means the sick will get better faster. Let's put in the last tent for the last 4 guys, because one died, and that's all my tents established. And that's going to drop discontent. They'll be eating the food, although the next meal I have to give them will be a standard meal, otherwise they can't eat soup forever. They get very upset about that, and they get very hungry and they need more of it, and it's just a pain. But soups, if you ever need to stack food, soup is a good one. I've never ever not gone with soup, because you can put sawdust in the food, but why would you do that? You just look, it's more chunky for people, but like they'll get sick from it, so it's not a great one. Right. Snow pits established, tents established, and discontent falls, which is good. Right, these guys need to start to get to work again. Let's turn that one off for now. Halt operation because we don't need it. Halt operation because I hate seeing those exclamation marks. There's nothing I can do about them. Body count is 0, but soon it'll be 1. Then I'll put on organ transplant, and the sick will get better a lot quicker. Even though the one guy's died, he'll be cut up a lot. Sorry, guy. Right, so that's warmer. That's keeping them all warm. The coal situation is okay at the moment. It's not brilliant, but it's better than it could be. We need basically. I need more. Alright, now we need to put on longer shifts as soon as possible, because that's going to be a real issue soon. Right, my scout's about to reach the final location, which is the Lost Dreadnought. Then I could bring him straight back, but instead I'm going to bypass by the Icefall mine, because there's always food there. So I'm going to pick that up and then head back to the city, and that should, by the fact that I can't research everything just yet, it's just going to mean that I can, when I finally do, I'm going to build my farm basically here. Come on, go up, please. He's getting stuck on the beacon. Right, there we go. That's a lot of resources, and I can come back with that. There's a lot there. So that's coal, wood, steel, and steam cores, which basically means that as soon as I get back, I can start to create another automation immediately. It's everything you need for an automation, basically, and I could do that straight away, but sometimes you want to play, like I say, catch up and you doing other things. Let's see, that guy, they're working. Alright. We need... I need the next shift to be higher. Research boards is 50. There it is. Right. So, this guy's newly reached there, and it's gonna take him a couple of hours to reach there, and then a couple of hours to get back. By which time, people will probably have eaten through the food, so yeah, let's put more people in there. They're all fine. That's okay. Let's resume operations. If there's anyone left to work, no, they're all in treatment. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. It's not ideal, but I can live with that. Okay, tents are established. We've got that ready. Right. I believe for the hothouse will be next for research. So we've got to research what we've got and then research a hothouse. So extended shift. There it is. They're not gonna like it.
Listen, everyone.
If you go. That one. So if you go this way, which is basically the way of corpse disposal, which speeds up your sick recovery time, no end, rather than funeral, you'll have one funeral and that's about it, and then it does nothing for you. The difference being hope. Hope is a real issue on this one. It's not so much discontent. I can manage discontent easy enough, and I have done a few times there. But hope is a real issue. And basically people become hopeless, and then they'll just decide not to help you, and eventually they'll just depose you because they've got no hope left. Which is silly, really, when I think about it, because they've got a lot to hope for. Everything's ticking over nicely, but I suppose it's a very cruel way of looking at it. It's a cruel system. In 11 hours, that other automation comes along. I'm going to put him in there instead of these people, which is fine, and then they're going to come into there and start working in this one. And we just basically need to start. Right, so one body in there. Also, we need the organ transplant set up so that can be taken over. That's the next law to go into place. It's all going on. Coal is steady. Soon we're gonna go into minus temperatures and it's gonna start to freeze. We've got the heaters ready for that. Yeah, probably too soon for research and heaters. Should have done something else first, but hey ho, we lost some time there, but okay. Right, not much to do. You see, at this point, I'm now looking ahead and thinking about this, that, the other, but there's not much that I can do right now. So I could be speeding up time right now. It's nearly end of shift that would be normally, but they're going to carry on for a little bit, so I'm getting more resources in. That's fine. Need to keep the road here because that's the snow pit with all the corpses in. I need to keep that. Right, what we got here? Seedling arcs might freeze. Yep, that's fine. So next one's going to be the organ transplants. So that law will keep people pretty much okay unless something happens. If something happens, I might have to build a fighting arena, which will help me out with discontent among these people. They'll be like, hey, you know, at least we've got something to do at the end of the shift. We've got somewhere to go. And there's other things that can help you with that, like a pub. Once you build a fighting arena, then later on you can build a pub. You do have to staff the pub, but yeah, once it's set up, it's pretty much easy peasy. As long as there's one person in there, people are happier about it. That's still all going on. That's still all going on, but they're closed today, so we're gonna have to wait a bit. My scouts nearly reached the outpost where I'm going to pick up the food, and as you can see, my food situation is now becoming desperate again. Soon they're going to start getting hungry. Not today, maybe at the end of day 6 they'll start to get hungry. That's the one. Nope, no food. I messed up on that one. I think... Is it that one where there's food? I don't know. Up. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. I can still get this done. As soon as they get back, we gonna have, yeah. Let's put these guys in there to help them out, and instead, that's fine. That's fine. The automation is going to be back in 4 hours, so let's speed up time. So the sick are getting sicker again. There's one other person who's got sick there. Just gotta make sure that these are all ready to go when they start up. Automation is in the house. They're really cool, these things. Just basically work all through the night as long as the generator's on. There he is. Superior Indian. Cool. Really cool. Just work all the time. Alright, so this guy's gonna start and is immediately, even though he's not there yet, he's immediately doing it and creating steel and wood for us, which is good. As soon as these guys have finished their research, they're going to start researching the hot house, so I can build it here, so that'll be within the temperature gauge, which is going to help me out. I need organ transplant, even though discontent is going to be an issue for the next one. The next one's going to have to be fighting pit. This one could hurt me if there's no one. How long have I been recording this for? Be coming up to time soon, I think. But yeah, if something happens, that's going to really kick me. But right now, I need there to be this one guy to have all his organs taken out, so that immediately went up to 120% from 100%, so these guys can healed faster, And as you can see, it's like 16 hours, 14 hours, which kind of sucks, but it's getting there. This has got 2 hours left to go. That's fine. We've got one automation still harvesting coal. That's going to run out soon. Then he's back onto that, which is going to last 1 day. That'll last 2 days. So 1, 2. That's 3 days there. 4 days in total. Maybe 5 we can squeeze out of it. We need this established before then, and then we need to research coal mine and get that established up here. My scout's about to return with a load of goodies, which is going to be real nice. So let's take him out of there and put him onto coal. Right. What's going to be done first? Both. Pretty much one after the other, but I think it was the technology first. Hothouse goes in. The scout hasn't done his job. He's going straight back out again to the stone ship. We're just going to send them straight back out again. Having dropped off all the stuff we needed. Right. Let's put these guys to work. Basically, I need this out of the way, but steam core gone. I see. Yes, that's gone. This is going to take 10 hours to build. Now we need to have these guys go through the night with this as well. So that I can get the food situation sorted, which means another 24-hour shift, which means discontent will go up again, which is what I was afraid would happen, because then I'll have to build the fighting pit, which is a bit too late to build it, but I need so much done right now. I need... Alright, these guys are out of there, that's fine. Let's put those guys in there, and these guys are carrying on building. That's fine. I forgot those guys were in there, to be fair. Alright, that one's been 24 hours before, 7 hours left. Yeah, they might get it done beforehand, but I doubt it. Okay. Carry on with the project. So he'll need an automation, which is this one or the other one. Alright, that guy's out there. We need another one in immediately. And that's good. The project for the automation is really good, because that will speed up your automations, allow them to do more things. It will give you 5% boost on their productivity, so they'll go from 60% to 65%, which is fine. Let's have a look at this. 8.1 hours, and that's 10.8 hours. So you can see the gathering post is better than on its own, which is okay. Let's start making an automation immediately. So he'll need an automation for the project soon, but in the meantime we can do without it. That's still 120%. These guys need to go on to 20, all the way into there. Maybe they can get it done before it's time, but I doubt it. Automations are pretty fast to make, but not that fast. 3 hours. The basic thing of this now is I want this done before time, obviously, but then also I need it built. So I'm pretty much gonna go 24 hours and then take them out of this shift area and just basically have them build it. It's going okay at the moment. It could be going better, it could be going a lot worse. Coal is good, but we're about to hit temperature again, which is going to be an issue. Foods right now are a huge issue, and I'm playing the catch up. Scouts are looking good. We might get an automation. I doubt it, but we might. This is less than an hour. This is going to come right down to the wire. No, I don't think so. So annoyed if this doesn't come out now. Oh, thank God, that was very close. Alright, these guys can come out of here, and we don't need anyone in there right now. So, we can go on coal for now. For now, you can go on coal until this is built. Once this is built, then I need you in there to make food for us, because these guys are going to get hungry. In the meantime, start researching coal mining, because the coal's not going to last forever. And that can go to there. Should put that guy into there though. Right, this guy can start creating. I should have left him in coal. I thought it was done. It was not done. Create food for us. Start making food. Let's open this back up again and just put one engineer in there. Now you might think, why one? 20% is being made. There's 5 altogether. He's not gonna be making food that quickly, so it's alright. It's not the end of the world, so that can stay on 12 hours. We don't really need that much, too much right now. Right. And we speed time up again. Sick, but they're being treated, and they're getting done quickly. People are getting hungry. Standard meal, yeah, standard's fine for now. That will have to do for now. Coal is right. He's refueling, and you want them to stay there while they're refueling, basically. If you transfer them onto something else, then they will take time to get over there. You can't have your cake and eat it, but hey ho. Right, that's good. After this, we'll need to do the wall drill, and establish the wall drill. So let's build to there. Let's also build. We're not going to put anything there just yet, but we're just going to build to it so we've got the streets ready. It's fine, and then we need the iron ore down here later, which we'll also build to. What I tend to have is 2 in here, 2 in there, and 1 on wood over here. And then I keep my employees making food, which I'm going to switch these guys out in a minute, because we can. In the night, overnight, I'm just going to have the automation create food, because it can do it endlessly, whereas in the day the workers can have a go, because there's 10 of them, so they can make 100% food, which is way faster, by which point this guy has plated up enough so that the balance is quite nice. Right. Going to work. Going to build. These guys are building all the pathways, that's fine. Right, that's fine. Just gotta be patient. Seedling arcs might freeze, okay. This is near to the generator, so that's not affected. Same as that, so we're not actually too bad right now. Just need to wait for 12. 8 till 6 it is, so just need a bit longer.
Work time. Get back to work.
So those guys are now going to be coming into there once they come back from building my roads. It's just basically so I can get all that done. These guys are this guy is starting to dish up. We've got one guy. Shoot, let's put you there. So I'm going to leave these go a quarter and then I'm going to turn on the heater, and that will just give me a bit more leeway, as it were, so we're pretty good. Let's see. You can go over there. Alright. Now I gotta be careful because coal is quite high right now, but it will drop very sharply if I'm not too careful. Food is coming thick and fast thanks to this one guy and all these guys, and then we've got 2 in the hospital just getting better, and they'll take a while to get better, but at least they are getting better. Now soon, when I get another law, what I can do is I can say extra rations for ill, which gives me 10 food rations will go into making the ill get better, and it'll raise productivity, so people will get back better super fast. So that's good. Coal mine's coming along. We need the wall drill after that, so I can start getting wood real quick and fast. And we are on day 21, whereas before we were on day, I think, 19 when things started to go wrong, so we've still got some things to do here. Alright, you are now getting too much stuff. One automation on that, one on steel. Let's put you on that as well. 200, 200, 100. So maybe 2 days total there, which is fine. Test subject. Given more automation, I don't need all these automations right now. That's fine. That can come off, and we're going to put this one on there because this does not reach that far, as you can see. So I can just keep that getting harvest that one. Just keep getting it harvested. I gotta watch. Be very careful about. Right, so now finally this guy's run out of things to cook. Let's put him on soup duty. We've got 52 main food rations, which is going to feed everyone very nicely. And that's fine. Right, take that guy out of there. Can be on pause. Right, that is a quarter, that needs to go on, that needs to go on, that needs to go on, and that needs to go on. And that will start building back up again to full then. But I gotta watch my coal levels, because that will start to go down immediately. This guy's still refueling, these guys are still working. I don't really want to go up to and raise discontent by putting them on longer shifts. I need these guys to stay where they are, so that's about to be done. Wall drill. Next one is wall drill. Coal mine. Establish, please.
Night is coming. Put down your
What I'm
tools.
gonna actually do is pause that because I know everyone's working still at the moment, apart from these guys, so they can get on it. Why not? So I could go care home, but what I'm gonna do is extra rations for ill. Although, yeah, let's do fighting arena. Extra rations would help me out, but we need to just pacify people a little bit more. I wish I'd checked the temperature gauge before I looked at that one. Alright, I won't address this right now, which is going to raise discontent, but that's fine, because I'm about to establish the... Right, can you guys eat something? Jesus, go eat. There's food now. Eat, eat, eat. Alright, so, yeah, you can... Yeah, they're eating. Okay, they're eating. So now I can build the fighting pit, which is going to lower discontent. So it went up a little bit there, saying, "Hey, it's cold," and now it can go back down again. It is cold, and at this point I would have bunkhouses, but one more, and I need either the temperature of the generator to go up or the bunkhouses. I also need to establish steam cores, and I have 20, 40, 60, 80. I have enough for steam cores on each of these, so that's the next thing to do. I'm going to have steam cores on each one of these and ready to go and ready to heat the place. Now for that I need to research steam cores, so once the wall drill is researched, then the steam cores need to be researched. I don't think I have enough to build the wall drill, but no, 10. So, but at least it's been established. Steel wreckage depleted. Okay. Can you go on that one instead and deplete that one, and then you guys are just on woods, and there's 25 left in there. Let's take you off that and put you on that. That's fine. Those guys can come out of there. Right. Again, we'll put one guy in there just to, as soon as that war starts. We're still fighting for coal. I still have to watch it, but we're still fine for it. This guy's being researched on, so that's fine. And this is taking up all these people here, so that's fine. Let's now build my fighting arena. Can't have all of them, not in this one. Should have maybe put planning, not should have put shoulda, woulda, coulda. Hey ho, that'll have to do. That's enough houses that it's okay. So now, what I did there, I halted operations, and then I resumed operations, so it took all those people out there, put them in there, so when this is done, that's catering for more people, and the minorities on the outside who aren't attending the fighting pit, which is going to help me out socially a bit more. Right, you are doing nicely, that's fine. scout's going to reach somewhere next before anything else, I think. The coal mine is established. The fighting area is established. There goes my discontent. Hope goes up a bit. And this